Hey, what's up guys? So it's time to review Amazfit T-Rex Pro, and I've actually been using this smartwatch slash fitness tracker for a couple of weeks now, and it is a very interesting device. There is a lot to like about it, and there are a few things that can also use some improvement. So let's get started, and I want to talk about specifications first. It is a 1.3-inch HD AMOLED display at the front. It weighs 60 grams and there is water resistance up to 10 atm, so you can get it up to 100 meters underwater and it will survive. It can also survive weather extremes from minus 40 degrees in cold to 70 degrees in heat. There are some other certifications included here as well, where it can survive certain levels of humidity and saltwater spray as well. It has a Bluetooth 5.0 and the battery capacity is 390 mAh. It supports 4 global navigation satellites and has some sensors at the back, which include a heart rate sensor and an SpO2 sensor. And then it also has standard things like gyroscope and barometer, also has a compass built in, and it can track up to 100 different sports modes if you're into fitness. Now it is available in 3 different colors, and the one that I have here is desert gray, which I really like and admire because it is different from all the black fitness trackers and watches that I have accumulated over the years. And then it also has a military feel to it, which I really like. And then there is a meteorite black and a blue color as well. Right now it is priced at $155 on Amazon, but you can check the latest prices down in the description. Now there is a lot of good stuff in this watch to talk about, and for that reason I have divided this review into 3 different sections, where I will talk about the good stuff, the bad stuff, and the ugly stuff. But don't get me wrong, the bad stuff doesn't really mean that it's bad. It only needs some improvements in the next version of this watch, and then the ugly stuff isn't really ugly, it's just bad. So let's get started with the good stuff. And the first thing that I want to talk about here is the build quality. Now this watch gives away some G-Shock vibes and succeeds at it to some level. We have these huge buttons on the side, we've got this bezel, and it is made up of plastic all the way around. But Amazfit claims that it has sprayed this bezel with metal spray, so it will provide protection to the watch and to the display as well, and up till now it is doing a pretty good job. The straps are very soft and comfortable on the wrist, and I have had no problem wearing this watch even to sleep at night. We have got 4 huge rubberized buttons on the side, which I will talk about in detail later, but they provide a lot of value to this watch as well. So the overall build quality is great. It weighs 60 grams in total along with the straps, does not feel very heavy on the wrist, and I enjoy using this watch and wearing this watch. Next up I want to talk about this beautiful AMOLED display. So this is 1.3-inch HD AMOLED display with a resolution of 360 by 360. It is very crisp, gets very bright, and is very colorful, so you can also view it under direct sunlight easily as well. And then it also comes loaded with always on display. So if I launch always on display now, you will see that there is this analog always on display mode here. So the style doesn't really follow the default watch face, but you can change that. If you go in settings, go in display, go in always on display, and here go in screen of styles. Here you can select follow watch face, or you can also select a default digital watch face, and here select follow watch face. And now if we go back and launch always on display, so there you go, it follows the watch face. Next up I want to talk about the software on this watch. So it has a very simple and easy to use software. The learning curve isn't that much. So if you just swipe down, you will go to your quick settings. If you swipe up, you go to your widgets or cards based layout, which give you important information, and you can also edit these cards by going in settings, and here you can edit them. You can also edit their sequence. Then if you swipe to the left, you have your app list, and if you swipe to the right, you get to your notifications, which are also present in cards based layout. If you long press on the watch face, you can then change to different watch faces as well, and you can download even more watch faces from the Zap app on your phone and have them stored on your watch, so you can quickly change between them. Now there are some default watch faces that come pre-installed, which you can edit. So if you go in here, you have some limited editing options. So we have these complications here, and you can swipe up and down to change what you want to see here. If you go in these widgets, you will see that they are actually interactable. So if I tap on this weather widget, it will take me to the weather app, and if I tap on this heart rate widget, it will take me to the heart rate app. There is also some other interesting stuff in the apps list. So we have things like PAI, which is your physiological activity index, And then we have things like weather here, alarm, compass, barometer, stopwatch, timer, events, music controls, find your phone, notifications, and settings. Next up, I want to talk about the fitness features on this watch, which are plenty. So we have physiological activity indicator at the top. So this is basically how fit you are, and your score needs to be 100, and every 7th day this score is updated. So if you work out, it will take into account your heart rate and other indexes and put them into this one score. So the higher your score is, the fitter you are. And then we have our heart rate sensor, we have SpO2 sensor here, but then we have workouts. So this watch can actually track up to 100 workouts. So if you go in here, you will see that there is a slew of workouts and sports and activities that you can track. Then you can also go in more, and here they have accumulated these workouts and activities and sports into these different categories, and you can find what you're looking for through these categories as well. So if I go in others, you'll find here things like jump rope, archery, stair climbing, and driving. Similarly, if I go in layer sports, you'll find things like tug of war, kite, darts, and frisbee and stuff like that. Then we have something called workout status. So if you go in here, you will see things like training load. Now training load is basically the watch calculating training load based on excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, scores generated over the past 7 days to evaluate your workout quantities. So this basically uses the SpO2 sensor to generate your training load, and then you can swipe to see full recovery time. So it will tell you how much time you need to recover from your workout, and then VO2 max. So this is something that refers to the amount of oxygen consumed by the body during the maximum intensity workout, which is an important indicator of body's aerobic capacity. So if you're an athlete, these are very good information points that you can use to check your fitness. And then we also have stress tracker here. T-Rex Pro also has automatic workout detection. So if you forget to turn on the tracking for your activity, the watch will do it for you. And for that, you need to go in settings and go in workout detection. And here you can actually also select the category that you want your watch to detect, and then you can turn on the notifications and the sensitivity of detection. Now apart from these features, it also has sleep tracking built in, and it does a pretty good job of tracking your sleep. So if we go into the Zepp app on the phone, here you will see that you can look at your sleep scores. So if I go in here, the last sleep that it tracked was this one. So you can also go through your sleep breathing quality, your deep sleep, light sleep, REM sleep, and all of these different indexes are here that you can read through and understand your night's sleep. And the sleep breathing quality actually tells you if you had any breathing problems while you were asleep. But keep in mind that this is not for diagnostic purposes. This is just to get your general health data, but for diagnostic purposes you should always contact your doctor. There is also an option to track your menstrual cycle if you are female. So you can go in here, you can add in all your data, and the watch will track your menstrual cycle for you. Now if we go in the Amazfit T-Rex Pro settings, here you will see one option called health monitoring. If you go in here, you can turn on all day heart rate monitoring here, heart rate alerts, and then active heart rate monitoring. So this will do the heart rate monitoring 24 hours for you. You can turn on assisted sleep monitoring, sleep breathing quality monitoring, and then all day stress monitoring as well. But keep in mind that these options, when turned on, will eat a lot of your battery life. The next feature that I want to talk about is the ability to connect to 4 different navigation satellites, and this watch does a great job at it. So you can access this setting by going in settings, and here you will see GPS option. Go in here and then select positioning services. Now these 4 satellites, as you can see, are paired up into 3 different combinations. So you can use GPS and BDS, GPS and GLONASS, and GPS and Galileo. So these combinations can definitely help you if you are in a remote location. You can try these different combinations and try to get a signal. You can also use them to track your run or your walk accurately. Next up, I want to talk about the battery life of Amazfit T-Rex Pro, and as I've already told you that it has 390 mAh battery, which lasts for days according to Amazfit. But in real case scenario, and with all of these different health monitoring features turned on for 24 hours, you don't have to charge it every day or every other day. It can last you, with all of these health tracking options turned on, for good 4 or 5 days. And finally, I want to talk about these physical buttons. So we have 4 buttons on the side. Back button, select, up and down, very self-explanatory, but their usage goes beyond that. So if I press down, it takes me down to the widgets. If I press up, it takes me back up. and if I keep pressing up, it will take me to the quick settings. Pressing back button from the watch face takes me to the apps list, and here you can again use these buttons to navigate, and then obviously you can press this select button to select whatever you want to open. Now you can also assign a shortcut to this select button. So if we go in settings, go in preferences, and here you will see this option quick startup. Tap in here and you can select whatever shortcut you want to assign to this select button. So right now I have music selected here, so if I go back, I can simply press this button and it will take me to the music controls. Now with the presence of these 4 buttons, you can simply go touch free on this watch, so you don't have to even touch the display for anything. You can navigate it totally and fully using these 4 buttons. And quite clearly, Amazfit has designed these 4 buttons just for the people who are adventurers and visit remote locations. So if you're in a very cold location and wearing gloves and you are having a problem navigating your watch with the touch display, you can simply use buttons to do that. Okay, so now we are moving into the bad category, which again, as I've explained, isn't exactly bad, but things that can use some improvement. And the first thing that I want to talk about here are these straps. So we have got standard 22mm straps on this watch, but sadly they are fixed. So there is no way to remove them or swap them for something else. So you are stuck with what you get and what you buy. Next up, I want to talk about these 4 buttons and their limited use case scenarios. As I've already told you that you can use these buttons to completely navigate the watch. But then again, the usage is limited. For example, we don't have shortcuts to all of these buttons. You can only assign shortcut to the select button, which I have already shown you, but there is no way to assign shortcuts to other 3 buttons. As a result, they are stuck with their initial roles, which is back, down and up, and that's about it. Whereas Amazfit could have easily allowed us to use these buttons for single press, for double press, for long press. There are a lot of use case scenarios if Amazfit had opened up these buttons for shortcuts. Next thing that I want to talk about here is the limited apps availability on this watch / fitness tracker. So we are stuck with what we get on this watch pre-installed. So there are things like PAI, heart rate, workout, the standard stuff that you get on any other watch, and then there is weather, alarm, compass, stopwatch, timer, events, music, find, phone notification and settings, and that's pretty much about it. There is no way to download any third-party apps, and even Amazfit doesn't offer any app store to download apps from. You can only download watch faces, and that's pretty much it. So that limits the use of this watch a lot. If we want to download any third-party app like a music app, Spotify or something, you will not be able to do that on this watch. And this is a pretty sturdy watch which could have a lot more uses other than just being a glorified fitness tracker, but sadly we don't have that option. Moving on, another very limiting feature is the fact that you cannot edit all of these watch faces. So some of them come pre-installed, and even the ones that come pre-installed does not have the option to customize fully. So you can only customize these 3 first watch faces, and that's pretty much about it. So if I try to customize this watch face, there is only this weather widget down here, this single complication that I can edit, and nothing else on this watch face. I cannot even change the colors. And finally, I want to talk about the ugly stuff on this watch, which is basically the stuff that I straight out don't like about this smartwatch or fitness tracker and needs immediate improvement. And that is the notification control and the call control. So first of all, let's get few things straight, and that is you cannot make a call from this watch, you cannot accept a call on this watch, you cannot send a message on this watch, and you cannot even reply to a message on this watch. It is not a watch, it is basically a glorified fitness tracker in the body of a watch. So there is no speaker grill here, there is no microphone here, there is nothing here. You can only receive notifications and you can read your messages. So if you get a message, you are only able to read it. There is no way to reply to this message, and there is no option to even set up quick replies to these messages, which is simply outright sad. You cannot even remove these messages from the notification tray. The only way to remove these messages is to remove them from the notification panel of your phone, and then they will be removed from your watch as well. Otherwise they will stay there. And if you're getting a call, you only get 2 options. You can decline that call, or you can stop the watch from vibrating and making noise. And that's pretty much about it. You don't even have the option to send a quick message by declining the call. So I think the notification scenario of this watch needs immediate improvement of some way. At least we need to have quick replies and better notification management than being able to just see 2 messages from 2 chats, and that's about it. So I think this is something that needs immediate improvement on Amazfit T-Rex Pro. And with that, I would conclude this video. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope that it was useful in helping you making your buying decision. Now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this watch? Whether you're going to buy it or you're going to skip on it, let me know in the comments. Or you can also catch me up on Twitter and Instagram. I am active there as well. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.